Waiting patiently. Yes, I'm here. I just want to let me get this back over here. I'm here and I'd like to welcome you to ARTitude adjustment. As you come in, I hope you'll say hello, and I've been waiting on you too. I'm going to do a couple of things to my screen so you can see the project a little better. Let me get this so I can see your comments. I know you've got a lot to say. Okay, I'm Marty Whitney with ARTitude adjustment, and this takes. Yes, I'm here. I just want to let me get this back over. There. Now we won't hear this. I was trying to adjust the screen so that you could see me and also see the project. Like I said, hey Christine, I'm with ARTitude adjustment, and I teach fun art, not fine art. So welcome to the show, and if you would let me know when you come in, I'd like to know. PJ, I know you're waiting back there, and my good friend Christine Fitzgerald is here. Christy is here. I'm so glad y'all are coming in. And I'd like to, well, this is real funny today. You know how you do sometimes you're doing your lives and it's smoke and mirrors? This is smoke and mirrors today, y'all. We're getting ready to leave in about 4 or 5 days. Our last appointment for service is for something that is so boring, I won't even talk about it. It has something to do with the back end of the coach, and so it's really boring. I wish they'd do crafts around here more often, and then I'd be more interested. But we're getting our dining room chairs reupholstered. So our dining room chairs are bottomless, and I'm sitting in what is a nice little lawn chair that you take to your kids and your grandkids' soccer games. So it's comfortable, but we can work with it. I'm going to show you the project though, so we can get along. I've got a lot to do today, and this is another view of what we're doing. I'm just showing off for you, Christy. And we're using a something called switcher, and so what it does is it helps us see a little view of us, but more of the project. And I'm really excited about this project because in the middle of the stream, well, as a matter of fact, I wanted to tell you this. It's raining outside. I wouldn't doubt that we're not interrupted in service, but you know what I've noticed about Switcher is that whenever I download the program and put it on YouTube, there is no separation. And I've got the whole, and as well as on Facebook, the whole thing is there. So that's a good thing. Now, this is our project this week, and up until last week, up until last night, I thought, oh, this is going to be a great little birdhouse, and I thought, well, that's crazy of me to do this because it's Halloween stuff we're looking at. So I decided to make the birds a Halloween birdhouse. Yeah, Halloween birdhouse. And so we're going to paint, instead of painting it traditional birdhouse colors, we're going to do it all decked out so birds will be able to enjoy Halloween. The other thing, and I'll bring this up again, is that I'm going to provide you a template. I don't know if you can see this very well. These are all the different openings that we paint on top of the birdhouse, so that you can use these over and over and over. This is, I'm probably going to have some more of these. This is a mailbox. This is one door. If you choose that one, if you choose to go in that door, it's a itty bitty door. This is a bigger door, and these are all sketched out on the pumpkin before you, after you paint it. But while you're doing your details. So this is one cottage window, and this is another cottage window, and of course they all have window boxes. These are cottages, and the birds love them. Actually, they like them. So they like them a lot. They're better than an old boring birdhouse. This is a purple martin house. I explained the other day that I don't have my my friend PJ, who has joined us, got some beautiful gourds in Franklin last year. Hey Jane, I'm glad you're here. And they're in a bin. I packed them away. I didn't plan on doing this until I got back. So I had to get one, so I'll have it to use again. But it's a purple martin house. And look how nice it is. I mean, not as nice as yours, PJ, not as nice. But it has a little hanger up top. I had to improvise. And not only that, they've got a little what do you call that? A little hole for drainage. That's in case they have an electric toilet installed inside, I'm sure. So I'm going to get our paints ready. And like I said, if you will message me, I will send you a template if you're interested. So, you know, this is one of those times. I know you might have to come back. It's raining outside. It's Red Bay, Alabama, and I don't know. You know, it'd be doing this if we were watching TV as well. So I'm going to go ahead and paint this. If it happens to keep aggravating us, you could come in on the replay. But anyway, I'll be happy to send you a template if you're interested. Just let me know. Hey Rhonda, well, we're finding out we've got a bad connection too. Rhonda knows about bad connections because we lived through it. We survived. And it's always an experience. But here's what I'm mixing up on my palette. I'm just going to do the bottom part of it right now in case you get cut off. Come back though, because this is going to be a birdhouse for the queen of birds. I have bluebirds in my backyard. What do y'all have? And I'm just going to start painting this because here's what's going on here. I'm going to try to let you see. See, I want to have below here is going to be orangey pumpkin-y. This is going to be the stalk, but it's going to be a stone fireplace. Is that adorable or what? Okay, so anyway, would you rather me go picture in a picture? Okay, I know y'all, if you I know it keeps coming in and out. I know, but I'm going to go ahead and start painting because I don't want to get behind on this project. And I'm going over all of my pencil marks on here because they were just rough draft anyway. I understand it's so aggravating when you keep coming in and out, and your video is interrupted. But I understand what's going on right now. Anyway, this is going to be a very cute project, and I see him. Hey, Marcia. We're having a bad connection. We're kind of happy to have some rain in Red Bay. I think it's been a couple of weeks, so everything is like parched. If you're from Florida, Grand, and you're tuning in right now, Francis and Clay Kroom will be on their way back tomorrow. They've been with us since we got here, and we all arrived about the same time, and they finished with all their service issues, and so after this evening they will be returning. So what I've learned about our video interruptions is on the replay. It's fine. So like I said, this is going to be a pumpkin for the queen of the neighborhood who gets there first. Now, what I have to always be careful in my neighborhood is that there are these big, wily, foxy squirrels that know there's something good in that house, so they start making trouble, and I have to try to put these where they can't reach them. They have long, not only do they have long arms, but they must have sharp teeth because they will chew on the birdhouses until they destroy them. And they make the holes bigger so they can... Okay, this is going faster than I thought it would. So can you see what I'm doing? Okay. I see it's interrupting every once in a while, so I don't want this to be orangey because we're also going to be putting some things on here. We'll be painting the doors and the windows. Now, if you just started looking, this is a template that I've made, and I'll be happy to message it to you if you're interested, and it just shows the kind of doors and windows we're going to be putting on here. I do this on all my birdhouses because they do like windows, you know. They're not real. They're not real windows. They're not real doors, so don't tell them. We had a superb weekend. It was Red Bay's 200. We're in Red Bay, Alabama, by the way, if you haven't been looking lately. This is Red Bay, Alabama's 200th birthday, and they have quite a historical heritage of trains and Tammy Wynette and a lot of country singers. If you've ever heard of Mac McAnally, I didn't know his name, but he's very famous. And there's lots of famous country singers in this area and lots of talent. I mean, I'm just surprised at the talent that is in this area. Now let me give it a little bit more pumpkinish strokes. Is that what you call it, pumpkinish strokes? Okay, I see that it's coming in and out, and that's okay. What I said is that if you ever want to see another one of these replayed, you can go to YouTube on my ARTitude adjustment channel and any of the others. But it's so aggravating when you are doing this. Now, I think I'm about through with this part of it because I've got a lot of detail to do, and I think you can understand what I'm talking about. I've got a lot of detail to do once this dries, and that will happen later on in the week. Let me show you though what it looks like right here. See, and any time you see, I can just barely see some of my pencil right here. Isn't going to matter because I'm going to cover it up with the picture in the template. Now I'm going to get real small so you can see me do the other part of this. Okay. And hey Pat, so I don't know where y'all are. I hope you'll let me know if you're still there. But anyway, they had what they call Founders Day, and we were right. You know, I mean, they even had a big fireworks show, and we were afraid. The fireworks were right down in the middle of town where there still are some old wooden buildings. So it was kind of that part of it. This is drying already, so this is good. Another thing that happened with this little birdhouse is I primed it with some gesso before I started applying the paint. It's always a lot better, and you'll save your paint, and the surface will be a lot easier for painting. I may go back after this dries and add some detail to the pumpkin so it has some segment looking things, but it looks enough like a pumpkin right now. So, have you got any suggestions? Okay, now I'm gonna have to mix. So I wonder if this would hold this. Uh-oh, just banged the little birdhouse head. No, this ain't gonna work out. Would one of y'all come forward and hold this pumpkin? Hey, Roberta. Let's see. I'm going to get some color out now to start painting. Wonder if I wave it, it'll dry real fast. I'm going to put some color on here for the top. And that's going to be, I want a little cream color. And then I'm going to make some stone in my fireplace, and I need a little bit of dark, bright, raw umber. I had a tube of this. Oh, look what I did. Came out on my. This might be less of a mess to do it this way. Yep. So I'm just going to start. I need a little bigger brush. And I'm going to start. I think you'll like this too. I'm going to start by making. I need a little bit darker. This is going to be different colors, but we want to make these look like slate shingles. Is that clear as mud? I know. Hope you're able to see that better now. And it's a lot of different colors. We may not be able to get this into the stone fireplace I had planned. Maybe there will be a little bit of stone at the top. You know how we do this sometimes. If Christine is still here, she just had an open house in Jensen Beach, correct? And it's already stopped raining here, y'all. So maybe our connection will be a little bit better. Who knows? And we're just, there's still may be a stone fireplace in this area. Christine just had an open house, and she is an accomplished glass artist, resin artist. So, you know what I want to do is some resin art. I'm so interested in that because it's something I've never tried before. So we definitely will be doing that this year on a couple of projects. And the one I have in mind is definitely one that we'll use around the holidays. Okay, I think I can hold it up like this, but you see my brush, I'm just pressing it in and making the shingles. Turned out it wasn't a good day to do rock fireplace. Now I'll have this ready for detail tomorrow. That means we'll be adding the doors, the sheetrock walls inside. Just kidding about that. We'll be adding the windows. window boxes and planting all the flowers. But the flowers might not go in tomorrow. Just kidding about, they're not live. This is pretend. So, if I didn't say so, I'm so glad you're here. And if you didn't come in, if you came in at the beginning, you're probably thinking, what is that? Well, this is a birdhouse pumpkin for birds around Halloween. You know, there's and I love birdhouses, and I know a lot of my friends do too. If you don't like birdhouses, you can't be my friend. Not really. I love birdhouses, and I've done hundreds of them throughout painting. I'm going to have to hold this by the hole. And I'll go through and make some detail on these shingles. Just not, it isn't necessary, but because I think you can see what's going on here. This is a nice addition to anyone's backyard or their side yard. Meg, I'm so glad you're here. This is our pumpkin birdhouse. Getting prepped now for, well, actually he didn't prep. This is going to probably be his shingle roof. And yes, we keep being interrupted. We did have a really good rain shower a few minutes ago, but that's over with. But someone needs to tell Verizon or whoever is responsible for this. Okay. And I appreciate all of you taking time out of your busy days to be here. Meg, you may not have been here whenever I said, if you'd like a copy of a template, these are the items that we're going to be putting on the birdhouse. Just let me know in a message and I will send it to you by email. So you guys are really special to be here today, and I'm just touching this up a little. Ow, that's hurting my fingers. Okay, and you always want a little bit of contrast going up because, and I'll think of some other things to do to it before tomorrow. Are there any suggestions? Are there any other comments? Are you still there? I'm so glad you came though. Like I said, we'll be leaving toward the end of the week and we'll be heading toward Lafayette, Louisiana, where I plan to gain at least 10 pounds eating Cajun fried food. Okay, let me show you this. This is in need of a little touch up here. Let's see, what is the best way to show you? I'm thinking I see a spot over here. Okay, tomorrow we will be ready to put some detail on here. And I really appreciate you being here for the live. I know it's cutting off a lot, and I don't know how to explain it. I should have a great signal. I've done everything I can, but we'll just work with it. So like I said, I can't go to the library and do this, can I? Anyway, Martis, I'm so glad you're here. Well, I've enjoyed y'all being here today, and let me come back on. This is the pumpkin bird. Let me see if I can do it this way. I don't want to ruin the paint. This is the birdhouse. And tomorrow it will be taking on details from the template, and the template looks like this. If you're interested in this for maybe doing a project down the road or doing some other birdhouses, just let me know in a message and I will send you a file with this on there. So thank you a lot for being here today. And I'm Marty Whitney with ARTitude Adjustment. Just remember, I teach fun art, not fine art. See you later, guys.